Hello, welcome back to this 30 days React challenge. And I know I have been not working on this challenge for last 2 to 3 days because I was working on a Ruby programming language tutorial. So yeah, now that's out, I can work on it again. So let's start with this, and the numbering is a bit problematic. I think it's the problem from Codedamn because it happened in the start also. Whenever you don't work for 2 to 3 days, the numbering gets messed up, which is irritating. But yeah, anyways, I'll number this as day 19 only. So let's start. Loan calculator. Okay, let's see. In this lab, you will create a simple application using React that calculates the equated monthly installment based on the total loan amount and the number of monthly payments. Objective: your task is to build a EMI calculator that takes two inputs, the total amount and number of payments, and display the amount to be paid each month. Okay, installments, EMI. Create a new React app, create a new React application and set up the necessary components. Okay, this I'm a bit confused because do I have to create a new one or I just have to use this one? That's why. Create an input field for the total loan amount, assign it an ID, cost. Okay, let's try this here only. Placeholder loan amount. Maybe before writing the code I should read this because sometimes they do provide the code. In this they haven't. Okay, what is the second part of it? Add another input field for the number of intervals. Okay, this should be number, type equals to number, type equals to number. Instead of total cost, number of intervals, I will write it as number of months. Okay, now add a button that will calculate the monthly payment. This button should have the ID calculate. Okay, button slash button calculate ID calculate. Let's save this. Okay, display the output in a div, name it as output, and it display as a floating point number rounded up to 2 decimal. Okay, sorry, div ID output slash div, testing IDs and all those things, intervals, calculate output. Okay, I think we can start. Let's do this. So we'll create two state use state hooks. One will be for total cost and second will be the number of intervals. So let's start with that first, and I think the third one will be for the output. So const amount set amount is equals to use state null, const months set. By this point it should be possible for you to do this on your own. Null. And finally output set output and null. Okay, and we'll create a function called const handle calculate. Let's call this function here on click on this div, on click even the placeholders are not visible, button is not visible. Let's try to run this and see what's happening. Okay, now it is visible. So in calculate, what do we have to do? We have to decide the number of intervals, right? So we can divide this. Cost output is equals to total amount divided by months, and we'll set the output. Let's keep it simple. Set output. I think output dot to fixed 2. Why? Because we have used they have mentioned that we have to show 2 decimal places. I think this is correct, up to 2 decimal places, right? So let's see. Loan amount 10,000, okay, whatever it is, 1 lakh. Number of months is 10. So based on that, if we calculate, we should have set output, not a number. Okay, parse float okay, what's the issue here? We haven't set the amount. Let's do that again. That should be also straightforward. On change E set amount, yes, set amount E dot target dot value. Let's save this. This is the final result. Copy this, paste it here, and instead of set amount I have to use set months. Yes, and let's save this again. So it should work now. Let's do this. 10 months, calculate, and the output is here. Let's try to run the test case and see if we have to cover any edge cases like total months should not be 0, it should not be null, those kind of things. Okay, nothing. So it was straightforward, kind of boring for me because it's the 19th exercise that we are doing. So I'm a bit unhappy with this one. Actually, like, that's the honest feedback from my side. Getting this on 19th day is not challenging at all. Submit feedback. That's all. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.